This Daf Yom Yerushalmi Terumos. In the article of the edition, we're doing Daf Mem Hey Ralph from the top, from the header. Rabbi Yossi Ma'aseh, which I'm guessing does not appear in the Vilna. This story starts from Bolu. No, it starts from Tani. The first word on the top of Chaf Hey Aleph. Tani, Bolu. Okay, so we're going back to the last part of the Mishnah, which said that Rabbi Yossi said if Maisa came from Rabbi Akiva with Chamish Megudel Shel Yerek, Shenofla Achas L'Tzoichan Chetzi or Truma, when another Aguda fell in, of which half was a Truma, and I said that Yossi said I told Rabbi Akiva it should be Mala. Why? Because it's not 1 in 50, not 1 in 51, but rather it's 1 in 100, 1 in 102 halves. 1 in 102 halves. 1 in 102 halves. Whatever. Okay. It says Gemara, Tani Rabbi Yossi Omer, Balu Mala, the Sheina Balu, Eino Mala. Things that get mixed together, like which you would normally call lach belach, like beverages or ground up grain, they can be mavato truma, but not things which is the implications, not things which are independent, like bunches of vegetables. But Nina, so what about our Mishnah? This happened with this 50 bundles of Yerek, and one of them fell into it, which half of it is chulun, half of it is truma. And I said, I didn't have to read the Mishnah. I said it's malet. Okay, in other words, it works together. Harein obohu malet. Hi, how can it do? It's not mixed together fully, and yet it uplifts the truma. Mevatel truma. So I wanted to say that the I guess Bnei Yeshiva, it's wanted to say, that is Mala. If you don't care if it get mixed up, it's fine. If it's Torah, so if you care if it get mixed up, they know Mala, that doesn't negate the Truma. So it's not that it has to be mixed. It's like Kol Royal Bila and Bila Makevasbo. If you don't care if it get mixed up or not, so then it's fine. You don't have to actually get mixed up. If you do care, so the fact that it's not bolu, so it's not going to it's the fact that it's not bolu is going to impede it from being becoming a bittul situation. Hechavida. So where do you have something where you're makbid that shouldn't get mixed up? Kishus tmeya. You have a squash, a gourd, which is tummy. Shavatoch mea kishuin toharim, which fell into 100 kishum, which are tohar. So the term tohar means they weren't mukshal kabel tummy yet. Hov ena makbid tarav vaso, since you don't care if they get mixed in together, because not going to be matami the ones. Mala, it uplifts him. Presumably, the kishus tamea is truma. So therefore, the 100 are mabatalit. Huchsharu, but if the 100 others besides the one which fell, which is tummy, or mukshal kabel tuma, so then you're makbid al taroso. You really don't want them to get mixed up because then you have to consider them all tummy. So therefore, since you don't want to get mixed up, even though they are mixed up, since you don't want to be mixed up, so therefore, Eino Mala, it doesn't, it's not Mavato then. It's interesting application. Next parak Hay. Says the Mishnah. Slav Truma Shanafel Pulse Mechulin, you have a Slav Truma fell to less than 100 Chulin. Oh, Lamaisa Rishon, or Lamaisa Sheni, or fell to Lamaisa Rishon less than 100, or Lamaisa Sheni less than 100, or Hektish less than 100. Bent Mayim, Bent Oerim, whether they're Tomei or Tohar, Yerkavu. They have to rot. Now, Midoraisa, Truma Tmeya can be burned and used. You're allowed to benefit from its burning. So, Question is why here they have to rot. We might say Torah also saw, but if okay, it's less than 100, but that's so a star. He machal kohen b'dmei truma chutz b'dmei saw. Then you sell it to Cohen, the mixture, deducting the price of that saw, which you have to give him anyway. Maceration off left and found the maceration. You call the shem trumas meiser shebo. So then you should designate trumas meiser in it, and you still give it to Cohen. The Cohen gives them the money, aside for the value of truma and trumas meiser. The naflu, nafla, if it fell into Maisasheni or Hekdesh, so then the best thing you can do is to be Yipadu. Then you should redeem the Maisasheni, which is subject to, or Hekdesh, which are subject to Pidyon, and then it's like Hulin. So it's, you have to give one to the, you have to sell with, besides the, for the price, excluding the one saw which fell in. One of those chulin in which it fell are tame. So you got a problem, right? You can't eat the truma then. The Kohen, well, basically, the Kohen has to be careful that the truma doesn't become tame, and the truma evidently was not mukshal kabel tuma yet, because otherwise, the moment it came to the chulin tmei, should come tame. So therefore, they're not matame. The chulin tmeim are not going to matame truma until everything comes out of the water, until they become a block of more than a gebetza by coming to kind with water by kneading a dough. So how does it going to prevent the two infecting the truma, which then will mess them up? Yochlu nikudim okloyas. Eat it either as nikudim, which are small, dry cakes, and or the lushmei peros means you should knead whatever they make of it with fruit juices such as berry juice or pomegranate juice, apple juice, etc. Because mei peros are not makshil kabel tuma. Isos, or divide up the meduma mixture, and in a way that which none of the doughs which you are using this truma for this meduma for are going to have a kibetza. So you put each lesson of betza in a different dough, and there's not a betza from meduma from in one place, and therefore it's not going to be mitame. It's not going to become tame from the chulin tmeim. Okay. So the one is going to elaborate on that more. Says the Mishnah further, Mishnah base. Truma Tmeya, they have a Truma Tmeya, Shanaf, Mea Chulin, Tarim, and now it's nullified. It says you can pick one up, say this is the Truma, and burn it, which is what you're supposed to do with Truma Tmeya. So also, I treat the one which fell as if it's the one which comes up as if it's one that fell, and therefore it has the status. When it fell, and therefore it has to be burned. I mean, no, you don't have to. Taleh, you can pick it up out of the mixture. And it can be eaten in small batches. Or I didn't say the previous part of Mishnah, but you couldn't see so that each one is supposed to be less than a kibetza. Okloyos, or toasted, which also going to be less kibetza. Otushmei peros, or kneaded with fruit juice, so it's not going to be kabel not going to be kabel tuma. Or the style is so divide up in proportion less kibetza per dough. Kadeshli and mokamech kibetza. It won't be one place kibetza that it's mekabel tuma. So truma Torah shenofla mea chulin tmeim. If you have a say of truma Torah which found in 100 chulin tmeim, ta'alev te'achel. Didn't we just have this before? Why did it appear again? We might be mistaken. No, it's not. It's here. Mishnah Gimel. Statue Matarish enough of Me'achun Tmeim. Oh, so okay. So what it's here in order to say Rabbi Lezer is also might in this case. That's what name Moshe says. Well, lo poli Rabbi Lezer. When the lo amar el lachmir kabi truma tmeya shnafa talev tisarif. It's only said by truma tmeya that it should come up and be burned. Shum keder shlo yavo chlot shouldn't come here. Hacha came a truma torah shnafa. Here since truma torah fell, tav teachon nikudim. It should be in nikudim in order to prevent tuma. But even Rabbi Lezer holds you allowed to pick it up and eat it. So truma torah shnafa mei chulin tmeya talev teachon nikudim. Batches less of gebetza or kloyos or as toast, which will not mushal kabotuma, or tilish may paris, or it should be kneaded with fruit juice, or these chalik isos, or divided up amongst in small measures among different batches of dough. So there shouldn't be one place gebetza, which would cause it to become tame. Yeah. Okay, that brings us to the top of the end of Mishnah on top of Memvav out. So we'll stop here for today.